Hey Bulldogs, welcome back to What the Dog Doing, the show where I tell you all about what's going on at Drake and in Dogtown. I'm your host, Mel Munoz, and happy November! Whether you've already broken out your decorations or are waiting until after Thanksgiving to celebrate, the holiday season has begun, at least according to Mariah Carey. These heaters have been cranking this past week, as Des Moines has gotten a glimpse of that bitter Midwestern winter, and unfortunately, it only gets worse from here. 'Tis the time of year for hot cocoa, political arguments with your uncle at family dinner, and good soup.
Good soup.
Speaking of soup, last Tuesday, a faculty-wide bake-off and chili luncheon was hosted at Pomerantz Stage in Olmsted. The sight and smell of mouth-watering desserts and warm chili filled the room. Let's go to Emma for more on this event.
Hey dogs, it's Emma. I'm here at the Staff Chili Lunch and Dessert Bake-Off. I'm super excited to see all the tasty treats, so let's go explore what some staff members have made. On Tuesday, October 31st, the Drake community gathered at Pomerantz Stage for a staff chili and dessert bake-off. 5 staff members entered their desserts into the competition. Alyssa Johnson made Nutter Butter Ghosts, Spooky Bat Oreo Truffles, and Caramel Apple Eclair Cake. Tiffany Hawk made Gourmet Brown Sugar Pop-Tarts. Lila Johnson made Apple Crisp Bars. Belle Cowden made Pumpkin Cheesecake. And Sarah Heiderman made Salted Caramel Chocolate Chip Cookie Bars. I spoke with one of the contestants, Tiffany Hawk, about her experience. Hi, so can you tell me your name and then what position you have as a staff at Drake?
Tiffany Hawk. I am the administrative assistant at the Student Services Desk.
Can you tell me about the dessert that you entered for the bake-off today?
Yeah, so it is a brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart shortbread. It's a mouthful, but it's really just a Pop-Tart that's bougie.
When did you learn to make this?
Last night.
Really? So it was kind of last minute?
Yeah, I found the recipe on Instagram a while ago, and I've been watching Great British Bake Off, and so I'm like, I want to try something new, and so I baked it up last night.
Although all of the treats were scrumptious, there were a few crowd favorites. After heavy deliberation, the first place winners were named as follows. In the Cozy Fall Dessert category, Sarah Heiderman's Salted Caramel Chocolate Chip Cookie Bars won first place. In the Spooky Dessert category, Alyssa Johnson's Spooky Bat Oreo Truffles won first place. Awards were also given for second and third place. Congratulations to everyone and their tasty creations.
In other news, students were invited to attend the Fall 2023 Sussman Lecture, Dignity, a New Patriotism, this last Thursday, November 2nd. And while lecturer Tim Shriver did his lecturing, students got to enjoy a tasty slice of pizza. Our friend Emma was there too. Back to her.
Hey dogs, it's Emma. Each year, the Harkin Institute hosts the Sussman Lecture, which features a prominent public policy figure and fosters an open discussion surrounding current public policies. Yesterday, New York Times best-selling author Tim Shriver spoke about dignity and the foundation of a new patriotism. Let's go learn more.
My name is Matt Reed, and I'm the executive director at the Harkin Institute. Part of our mission is citizen engagement, and so we want to sort of inform the public on issues of broad concern and sort of elevate the discourse. By doing more public events, we're able to reach people who are doing other things, who have other things to do with their time, who have busy lives, but who can spare an hour and who want to learn something of interest. We wanted to find somebody who would be, who could speak on a topic of general interest, and particularly something involving civic engagement. That's part of our mission. We were especially keen on finding someone who would have bipartisan appeal. And Tim Shriver's organization, Unite, is very much a nonpartisan group. His focus is nonpartisan. And based on what we'd seen of him on YouTube, he's a heck of a speaker. So we thought, okay, here's a chance to get someone who's entertaining and funny and engaging and also giving a message that we think is really positive and consistent with our mission. The Dignity Index, he and his organization put together an 8-point scale for rating political speech, particularly commercials or speeches, on how respectful they were of the opposition. And he actually gave some examples. So he had the crowd sort of rate. He'd give a quote and then have the crowd rate the quote on a scale of 1 to 8 in terms of how civil it was. 8 being the most respectful of the other person's dignity, 1 being utter contempt. And it was revealing. He even admitted that in his own life, there have been moments when he would have scored himself pretty low. The turnout was terrific. We packed the auditorium, which was nice. There was a line to talk to him. We had members of leadership of both state parties here. We have Charlie Cook coming on November 29th of the Cook Political Report, and it's open to the public. All are invited. He's always entertaining. He's always interesting. And heaven knows there's a lot going on in politics right now, so he'll have plenty to talk about.
All good things must come to an end. And with that said, we've reached the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. Join us next time for another episode of What the Dog Doing. I'm your host, Mel Munoz. See you next time.